Today's talk is what's your intention? And I found this graphic and I loved it because intention is focus. And the acronym they found is finding original, creative, unique solutions. Because life does not always go as planned. You may have noticed. And the best laid intentions can go awry. So when I ask, what's your intention? It's a question of real depth and spirituality to understand that we set intentions all the time and life happens. It may not be possible to see our way through it in some moments, but it is always possible to know, to feel, and to listen to that still, small voice within. This has been the, yes, or that still and loud voice within us. That is great. This has been the human journey and the human challenge for millennia. This quote is from the Upanishads, which is the Hindu Vedic tradition, and it was written in the year 800 to 200 BCE, before the Common Era. And it was written at the same time that the Hebrew Scriptures were being written. What you are your deepest desire. You are what your deepest, I can try this again. You are what your deepest desire is. As your desire is, so is your intention. As your intention is, so is your will. And as your will is, so is your deed. As your deed is, so is your destiny. Each and every moment, we have the opportunity to understand that these intentions, our wills, our deeds are not separate. They lead to the life we live. I'm inviting Ava to come up and give us a song about that. But notice where in your life, where you think you've done everything correctly, where you think you've set all the right intentions and your mind is clear. And the universe may serve up something different, whether it be a natural disaster, a personal diagnosis, or a life change you weren't expecting. You can always do the next right thing. Eva.
I've seen dark before, but not like this. This is cold, this is empty, this is numb. The life I knew is over, the lights are out. Hello, darkness, I'm ready to succumb. I know it'll turn around, it always has. But now I'm in a place that I dread. This grief has a gravity, it pulls me down. But a tiny voice whispers in my head, you're not lost, hope's not gone, and you must go on to do the next right thing. I know there's a day beyond this night I'm longing to know what is true. I'm searching for direction, and I'm trusting my North Star will lead me through. I will rise from the floor when it is hope I'm rising for, to do the next right thing. Take a step again. It is all that I can to do the next right thing. I won't look too far ahead. It's too much for me to take. But break it down to this next breath, this next step, this next choice is one that I can make. So I'll walk through the night, walking bravely toward the light, and do the next right thing. And with the dawn, what comes then? When it is clear that everything will never be the same again, then I'll make that choice to use my voice to do the next right thing. Then I'll make that choice to use my voice and do the next right thing.
Eva Aldez. Thank you, Eva. Beautiful. Doing the next right thing, setting your intention, is not a mental exercise. It's a spiritual one. Because it takes everything within us to do it. And when we can open ourselves to the infinite expansion that is spirit, God, source, mind, right here and right now, nothing else matters. Right? Even in putting together this service today, look at all the things that don't work. My son bombing us, bombing the opening prayer. There's a voice bomb on the online, right? Somebody's microphone was on in the middle of Eva's beautiful song. It all conspires, though, for our focus, for our intention. What is it that we want to do? Yesterday, I got a phone call from a dear friend who is facing a diagnosis that there is no cure for. And in the phone call, we set our intention together to remember that there's no medical cure for it. There's a cure for it in mind, in spirit, in truth. There is a cure for all that ails in spirit. And we set our intention for laughter, As we joked about hair loss from chemo, they don't have much hair left to lose, so it's less than an issue, but also set our intention for how we would be together as friends, as colleagues through it all. That setting of an intention aligns you with a higher purpose in life. This is not advancing, Ryan, for some reason. So what I wanted to talk to you today about is my understanding and my interpretation of intention. People have asked me, what's the difference? You see, we set an intention to have a service, and things are trying to prove my talk for me. So I can click this all I want. So let me just talk. I put that down. Intention for me is different than an affirmation, because intention is like an umbrella over all of it. Intention is what you want to experience in the world, what you want to experience in the day, what you want to experience in your life. So when you set your intention at the start of a day or start of a new year, or the start of a new journey of your life, what you're doing is setting your overall focus on what you want to experience. So that could be, I want to experience abundance. I want to experience success. I want to experience love. And then what shifts is you have to ask yourself, or in my opinion, what the next right step is to ask myself, who do I have to be to experience that? So if I say I want to experience abundance, who do I have to be to let abundance in? Who do I have to be to open myself to the infinite channels of abundance and to see it clearly, to claim it and to be able to hold it with integrity and strength? All those things shape then who I'm going to be. What that does then is the intention I have set for the experiences I want and the person I need to be, focus all of my energy and attention on that one thing. And obstacles may pop up, distractions may show up. Oh, look, shiny thing over there, beautiful thing right there, troubling thing right here. But in the midst of it, I stay true to my intention. And where we get caught often in life is in our ego. We think we want to be the most successful. I've seen it at Unity churches, several I've served around the nation and here in the Bay Area. One of them wanted to be the premier center of new thought in the San Francisco Bay Area. Well, that's not about anything other than them. The intention can be and could be about being a radiating center of love and truth. And it doesn't matter if you're the premier. Premier is ego. You know, we can't all be Olympic champions. Even all Olympic champions can't be Olympic champions all the time. And their bodies change and they're no longer the Olympic champions. But what they can be is the best them. Right? You can all be the best you can be in any moment. You can be the most loving. You can be the most wise that you can be. You can be the most gracious. You can be the most peaceful me that I've ever been. When we set our intention as an umbrella over it all, we get to learn what's important for us. So I ask you right now, what's the most important thing that you would like to set your intention for this day? What is it that is most valuable to you in this moment? And when the word comes that you may have some fear about, allow it. Because what this is an opportunity is to be bigger than you think you are. Deepak Chopra puts it this way: an intention is a directed impulse of consciousness that contains the seed form of that which you aim to create. Aim to create. Like real seeds, intentions can't grow if you hold on to them. You gotta put them in the dirt. You gotta cover them in darkness and dampness and wait for them to sprout. Only when you release your intention to the fertile ground of your consciousness can they grow and flourish. We must release our intention into the world. Setting our intention is a way of shifting away from letting life take us off course, letting the diagnosis, letting the financial crisis, letting a pandemic, letting a child bombing us in the middle of service throw us from what we're here to do. What are you here to be? What is it that you want to experience? Intention filters out all those distractions and allows you to stay focused on what you want to create for the day. Of lifting ourselves to the highest and the best. Now, I haven't always been good at this. I'm frequently not. If you saw me at home when Joshua was doing that at 12 o'clock at night, I'm not the most loving parent. But I always remind myself that I chose to be a parent. I set my intention to being a parent. I worked at it. I set my intention and I followed through all of the steps along the way so that I could be the best dad I can be right now. And every day, we get to all do that again. We get to do it over and over again till we get it right. One of the things that helps with is it sets us up. Sets us up to realize that while we may not be perfect, Callie's laughing at me because we frequently talk about being not the perfect parent, right? What it does is builds our self-esteem in that every day we get to try again. We get to realize what is important to us and why it's important to us. Right? So your intention may be to be loving. Your intention may be to be in a relationship. If so, it is not so important what the relationship is that you get to be worthy of a relationship. So if your intention is to be with a partner, you get to practice until the partner shows up. You get to practice over and over again till you are worthy of the right one showing up. And often an ego gets caught in the middle of that, and we think there's no one out there for us. That's ego playing small, right? But the truth is there's 7 billion people on the planet, and for us to think that there's no one out for me is pretty intense ego on steroids, right? So we get to reframe that and go, oh my God, I have 7 billion people to love. I have 7 billion people I could be in relationship with. I'm going to choose the 20 or so that are actually in my life, the 50 that are here today, the 20 more online, and be the most loving, the most caring, the most powerful for them. Norman Vincent Peale, the guru, the modern start of positive thinking, said it this way: shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land upon the stars. Right? So if we set our intention really high on spiritual ideals and want to be peaceful, If we miss the moon, we still get to be more peaceful than we were yesterday, right? We land among the stars. If I want to be abundant, you may not be Bill Gates, but you still get to land among the stars. Because look at us. Look where you're sitting right now. Look at the abundance of this room. Look at and feel the abundance of love. Look and feel the abundance of possibility. Look and feel the richness of this music team, of the talent, of the gorgeous space we sit in. We live abundant lives, folks. We live lives that pass all understanding. And this opportunity to set our intention, to be purposeful, focused, and clear to the universe, is our opportunity to let the universe reward us. Reward us because we are one with all of it. And we deserve, each and every one of us, deserve to have our dreams fulfilled. Not just a goal, but your dreams. Shoot for the moon and land among the stars. Let's take that to our time of meditation.